Well, hi, hello, it's Sophie here, and it's a really warm, beautiful Sunday afternoon for me, but it could well be your morning tea, your afternoon tea, or maybe even your evening tea time. Now, this is day 7 of my 30-day going live on Facebook page video challenge. Try and say that really quickly. And this is all about how to make a good living from your art. Now, we have covered all sorts of principles, top tips, tricks, how-tos, all sorts of different videos so far, and it's only day 7. Now, today, I want to answer this question: why do most artists fail in business? Now, I believe that out of all the various things and various reasons, there's one thing that stands out for me because I see it as a pattern over and over again. Now, before we dive into the details, I want to let you know a little bit about this series. So this series is happening every day at this time, this place, on this page. And we've got people coming on live. Hello, warm welcome. It's Jackie. Hello, good afternoon, Jackie. So, well, really warm welcome to those of you that are joining me live, no matter what day it is. Grab a cup of tea and know that it's a 10-minute video. So it's not a big commitment of your time, but you might just learn something that you could use this week. What happens once I've done this live? Well, what happens is the video stays on my Facebook page forever. So if you haven't watched the previous 6 videos, then after this one, you can toggle back to the Facebook page, look down the left-hand side, look for videos. There's a video tab and a live video tab, but under video, I've organized them in a playlist. So you can actually watch them right the way through the playlist and catch up if you'd like to. So we'll be keeping going with these right up to day 30, and who knows, maybe even beyond. So, warm welcome to you, warm welcome to anyone who's watching this on the replay. So this is what you need to do. If you're watching the replay, you need to hashtag replay in the comments. And whether you're live or on the replay, even if it's just for a few minutes, I really love engagement. So give me some likes, give me some hearts if you're enjoying the content. Don't forget to say hi in the chat, ask any questions you've got, because remember, I go back. Doesn't matter if I've been asked a question from a previous video, I'll go back and answer that. Let me know what other topics you'd like me to cover under this big umbrella theme of how to make a good living from your art. So today we're talking all about this concept of why do most artists fail in business? Is it one, or A, because they just don't take the time to learn about business or entrepreneurship? Yeah, it could be, and for lots of people, it may well be. Is it 2, or B, if we're doing it that way around? Is it the mindset switch? Yeah, for a lot of you, it's going to be a mindset switch. It's realizing that actually, if you want to go from hobby to actually a professional business, you need to put on a business hat. And really, we make a big deal out of business. Business is simply you trading money for something that you've created, or workshops or services that you provide. And when you're doing so, thus making a profit, then we can call it a proper business. And this is, of course, what we're talking about here today. So is it the mindset switch? Or is it number 3, this principle, less is more? Now, I am absolutely passionate about this principle because I have seen so many people fall into this trap, and then they're stuck trying to build something when actually they're overloading themselves on all different levels. Thank you for the thumbs up. Yes, hello, warm welcome to Sharon. You guys are amazing. You get on here every day. I love that. So the people that show up day in, day out, you guys are getting results, and I just love it. All right, so let's just talk just for a few minutes. How does this principle, less is more, show up for you? Well, let's think about to-do lists. I have actually got all my props here today, which is yes, hallelujah. So to-do lists and time management. Who here works with the good old action list, to-do list, or you get up in the morning, you think, oh my God, there's all these things I need to do today, and you write it down on a list. Now, I can bet you that most people are just way overloading themselves, and at the end of the day sensing a fear of failure because of course you've never got to the bottom of that list. I wouldn't get to the bottom of a list like that either. The list really needs to have sort of 3 things on it with this principle, less is more. You'll see that on here there's some orange. That denotes the important action and the reminder of what it's linked to, as if I needed that reminder. That is the one thing that needs to happen on that day, and everything else is a happy accident if it happens. So less is more. Who wants to be bogged down with all of these to-dos and all of this action if you're never actually going to move forward, and you just at the end of the day feel like a sense of failure? And then of course you carry all of that on to the day after, don't you? So you make a new list and it's like this horrible long thing that grows down there. Rachel says, always use a list or I'll forget things. Rachel, I totally agree. I write everything down, but then when it comes to the day, I select the core 3 things that I want to achieve that day. And everything else is a bonus as far as I'm concerned. So we're talking about this theme of less is more. Don't overwhelm yourself with 20 actions on a day. You're not going to get it done. Number 2, let's think about goal setting and expectations. Who starts the year with maybe writing out a goal in I don't know, say fitness and health in your life, a goal for holidays, a goal for, I don't know, making more money, a goal for moving house, a goal for all these different things that us humans will expect or would like to do in a year. And then again, the whole thing becomes overwhelming. And so I say again, whatever you're doing, think of this concept, less is more. Notice how you feel. If it's like a sinking ship, isn't it? Imagine a big ship with lots and lots of cargo, and you keep putting the cargo on, you put stuff on, and the boat gets heavier and heavier and heavier. At some point, you put too much stuff on there, and guess what happens to the boat? It sinks. So if we want to stop it sinking, we take things out of the boat. We take a whole load of weights out of the boat, and it literally lifts up to the top of the water and starts to feel better again and starts to float easier. So what I would love to suggest for you is that you start to offload things that you don't need in your year, in your life, and in your art business. But for me, where I see it the most is when us artists create a business plan. So in my year, I'm going to have this number of shows, I'm going to run workshops, I'm going to create a print line, I'm going to talk to this about a little bit yesterday as well. I'm going to get an online shop, I'm going to rejudge my workshop, I'm going to do some joint venture projects with other people, I'm going to enter competitions, and I'm going to do all of this in 1 year, 12 months, 4 quarters. And I'm going to say to you, how would it feel if you took a whole load of things off your boat, out of your bucket, and just focused on one thing? Now, usually where this all goes a little bit awry is the different income streams. And a lot of people, I've done the island analogy. I teach the island analogy in the courses that I do. It's where you have one island and another island. You're trying to row your boats. I live on the water. What can I say? You are trying to row your boat over to the dream island where you want to be. And if it doesn't get there quickly, you end up going back and getting another boat, and you start another income stream. And so you go on and on and on. So this whole idea of offloading and focusing down on one core thing, getting good at it, rowing your boat right the way across, and getting the process to work for you. Sometimes that can feel scary, by the way, because when you offload things and you're perhaps left with 1 or 2 things, it can feel a little scary. But you know what? It feels lighter. How do I know this, folks? Been there, done that, worn the t-shirt. I have tried to overload with myself in order to, try and do all of these things in 1 year, and it doesn't work. And I'm here to say to you that my belief is, the core belief why most artists are not successful in building a profitable business, is that they just overload that boat and it starts to sink with too many things to think about, too many things to stress about. And then suddenly the joy has gone and the enjoyment has gone. And there's definitely no focus. You're trying to do all these different things at once and not doing any of them very well. So this is what I wanted to talk to you about today. Less is more. See where you could apply that to your life. Is it something you want to sit and get your notebook out and write down and say, okay, I'm going to take some notes. Where do I need to offload my boat a bit? Is it in my life? Is it in my art business? Do we not do that? Those of us that are painters, do we not use this very principle in our artwork? And if you're not doing, you should be doing. Less is more. In your business plan, see, I said I got all the props today. In your business plan, mostly we've put way too many things in the business plan. So go ahead and look at what you could take out. So that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed the theme of less is more. We're back same time, same place. Obviously, it's a Monday, so I'm expecting a few more people will be around than on a steamy Sunday. Well, it is here anyway. For those people later watching in the UK, I apologize. It's definitely not steamy hot where you are, but for those of us over here, it's pretty warm. Day 8, tomorrow, Monday, we are looking, I'm going to ask you the question, what's more important? Is it marketing? Is it sales? Or is it planning? So I'm going to answer that question tomorrow. So you want to be with me, same time, same place. I'll catch you then. And otherwise, have a wonderful rest of your day if you are in the UK or that side of the world. And if you are sharing the Down Under experience, have a lovely afternoon, the rest of your evening. I'm off to see Queen at Optus Stadium with my daughters, so I'm super excited. We're all jazzed up and we're all ready to go. So check out Facebook later to see some snippets of the concert. Alrighty, have a wonderful rest of your day, rest of your weekend, and I will speak to you again tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.